All right, I'm back. It's probably been my last post for today. I've been posting all over the place. Post. Welcome to Be So Light. How's my tribe doing? Come on in, tribe. Remember, warriors, if you're coming in, you are the warriors. You are protecting the doorways. Thank you, warriors, for being who you are. So, OMG, can we talk? Let's just talk, shall we? So, I said I would put a teaching over here. I already did a Facebook business page teaching, and I'm going to talk about this really quick. Oh my God, hold on. So, I left a message for President Trump, but I'm going to take it one step further. I'm actually going to send him an email and talk to him, or either write him personally. I'm going to probably have to do sacred mail, like write him something. But I am asking him, and I told other people, follow suit. Let's start sending out these videos on Mr. President. I want you to change this, Mr. President. Let's take this platform and start using it to create the change. It's great, yes. Okay, you're out there protesting. That's great. But here's the deal. We need laws change. We need to take it one step further. We need laws to be changed so that unnecessary killings can stop. And I just find it kind of disturbing that there's people who actually just want to go out on a killing spree on us and set us back for about 4 or 5 generations. Officers that want to do this, some of them, not saying all of them, but they know who they are. Why? Then that was kind of scrolling through, and then I saw something else on. This is why I don't like to really be on Facebook. I'm only on there as a part of my training for business things and to learn how to do that. But if I had my way, I really wouldn't deal with Facebook, because there's a lot of fighting that's happening on Facebook, and I don't like seeing certain things that I'm seeing. One of them, I was a little shocked who was talking about it, and I was like, wow, I never thought this person felt like this. And it started me questioning, like, oh my gosh, I know this person. So you just never know. Some people are in the closet, not they're in the closet. They amongst themselves, they say how they really feel, but then when they're around people of any brown, they're entirely different. So I was really shocked when I saw that. I was like, what am I seeing? So I'm just going to send that person some love, and I still love the person. I try to understand where they're coming from, but it was kind of a shocker. It's kind of hurtful. But I really wish things were better and moving in a better place. I keep getting good news from other healers. It's moving in the right place, and I'm getting the messages. It's moving. But I think it's just seeing all the muck and mire stuff that we have to keep going through, and these timelines playing out their games, these timelines. And, the powers that be would love nothing more to have a big out race war. They would love nothing more for everything to come crashing down around us, and everyone is in this deep depression and hatefulness and heavy oppressed energy. They would love to keep us there, because to have us awake means that we're not to have us awake means that we're taking on our full power of ourselves, our full initiative of ourselves, our full divineness of our God, Goddess self. We are waking up to those coded energies of who we are. And once that light comes on, you can't turn that off. You're that being. You have that cosmic divine right to create, to do, to be who you need to be. If you could take your body, and by the way, I have to share this story. Got to share this. So Gail, I just want you to know she's finally home. They're home. The daughters are home, helping. The husband's at the site. Ken is everybody's home and taking care of her. Her surgery went well. And so now she's having all these wonderful healing visits, spontaneous visits, spontaneous healing. Yes. I have a meeting with them on the phone in a little bit. I'm going to check in and FaceTime the person. I know I'm 54, you guys. I'm trying to get the terminology all together. I got to tell you what happened with my Cash App thing. That was funny. So just working in this space of your God-given right to heal yourself. You can do that simply just by commanding the forces of the light of that healing frequency to come into your body to heal yourself. You can do that. There is no laws written that says you cannot do that. And this is where we're going. This is actually where we've been, but some of us weren't awake to see that. And the power to heal your body is you. You can do that, but you have to surrender the fear factor. That's the main thing. You have to surrender the fear factor. If you can surrender the fear factor, then you can go in and do this most powerful healing for yourself and take your body back. You can order your white blood cells to gear up and go after anything that's out of harmony. And then you can take the ones that are out of harmony and just constantly visualize this diamond white light of energy hitting your cells and really taking the cells and vamping them into this beautiful energy and just making that just beautiful around that cell, so that cell has no choice but to flip the switch and become a higher vibrant cell in the body. It's that body talk. What are you saying to yourself? How are you holding it? So because we're in the first day of July, can you believe it? Absolutely ridiculous. We're 7 months into 2020, and already we've been going through resurrection. We've been going through tearing down. We've been going through fear factors. I really could not have seen all of this coming through. I knew stuff was coming through about a flu, but not on this scale. I'm just really looking at everything, how 2020 really did take off with us bang. 1 minute you're able to go into grocery stores and get what you want, and how you get it and dig into the bins and get your stuff and no problem. Now all of a sudden everybody's masked up and everyone's afraid to, touch anything. It's like, come on. Are you kidding me? Why are we going through this? But it's changing a lot of things. So one of the things that I want to share with you is, remember when I was talking about the copper? And so I got, is that cracking? I don't think. Okay, I got a copper rod. This is solid copper. It's heavy too. So copper, you know how it works. You know why it's expensive. Okay. And there's some, I can't remember the company's name, but they are, and it's not the other one. It's not the other company that's weaving in a lot of copper into their socks, their t-shirt thing. But there's another company that has woven copper into their scarves and their mask. Because copper kills any kind of viral bacterial thing that it comes in contact with. Like if you were taking the mineral base of the copper and you were taking copper mineral, a few drops of that in water or juice, that it gets into the body and helps the body to ward off stuff. It builds into that. So I thought it was really interesting about the copper. So I said, well, that's, I'm always fascinated every time I find something on copper. Now, keep in mind, copper. So for some reason, the other day, I got my Farmer's Almanac book out, and I'm just, got it randomly, open it up, and I open up to natural device stops the cold before it starts. And it's copper right here. Look at that. See that? See how they're showing this? This is a copper thing with a little diamond thing on it. You can order this called the copperzap.com. That's what it is. www.copperzap.com. They have a 1-800 number here, and it's 1-888-411-6114. Buy once, use forever. So basically what they're saying is that little thing, the story of it, how they're showing that they take it and they put it into the nasal passage. As soon as you start to feel like something's coming on, like a sinus code, you take it and you just touch inside your nose with it, and it kills it on contact. And I was like, wow. Okay. That's interesting. I like that. Because you know me, I'm all about frequencies and all that good stuff. So I really, really like that. And it's tested by the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, shows germs die fast on copper. So here's some of the new medicine that they're going to be implementing with us moving into our new world frequency, okay? They are, and it's not New World Order. Don't freak out when you hear that New World Order. The Agenda 21 that they are going to be implementing is simply they want to take us out of this type of functioning that we're all been functioning on or led to believe to be in, and move us into a more harmonious type of world where everybody is together on everything. There's no somebody taking all the money for themselves and everybody's in poverty. A lot of people are getting their money back thanks to Trump. Good job, Trump. A lot of places are getting money back. Good job, Trump. So he's one powerful man. Didn't see that coming, did you? I saw it coming in a bathtub. I saw him coming in to be president. And I remember telling my boss, I said, he's not going to, Hillary's not getting in. Oh, yes, she is. She's in the lead. And No. I saw it in the bathtub. It went gray. She ain't getting in. Trump is going to be the president. Who's in the house? My team don't be making up stories with me. So that's what that is, the Copper Zapper. And it's a really neat article. I like how he talked about as soon as you feel something coming on, he talked about being on an airplane and how you're breathing that recycled air and all that, and used it and doesn't get the sinus infections anymore. Just awesome. Just a really neat story. how it stops all of that stuff. But anything that's viral or what, when it gets on copper, it dies. So here's the thing. Now, I went to Planet Earth Rising. Poor Planet Earth Rising. Anyway, but hey, every time they see me, they give me a discount now because I bring people there and I teach them about crystals, or I teach them about something that they're looking for to help them find something. So I'm always helping people to align themselves, to get their info. If I'm not going to find it at Planet Earth Rising, I don't have a problem taking your butt all the way up to Shasta to go to Soul Connection to go find what you're looking for there. Either place, we're going to find it somewhere. Okay. So this right here is going to run you 45. Easy. Now I did hear, I got to double check with my Sundance sister. I think she told me that the gym fair, Roseville, is coming. I'm a little upset because I really wanted to have the Scottish Rites one. That's my favorite one. That's the one I really wanted to go to. But anyway, the gym fair is supposed to start this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's supposed to be out. So I'm not sure if they would have any of these there. I know Planet Earth Rising has, I think, 2 of these maybe left, or 1 of these left. One of my clients was able to, I was talking to them about it and said, hey, health-wise, you should get this. They were on it. Like, I'm going to get it. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody else. I don't know, esthetician. It's a good thing to use too, because you can use this in your sinus areas, breaking up things, going on top of this, all sinus down and out, and it really loosens it up. And then the next thing you know, you're blowing your nose. You can go down the neck, wherever you're having problems, down the center of the chest. Same thing like the magnets. So copper is a conductor. So it's something about the energy of it. And when I look at copper, I kind of look at it as it's kind of cosmic-y, like it really is. It's kind of like that cosmic type of energy to it. There's just something about it. Half water, half stone, mineral, air. You can feel a lot of different things in it. So I got this to make medicine from, to use for anything if I need it. On site is copper. So, and it's a pretty good weight to it, So the copper wand, look it up, get one. Notice how I'm saying it. If you can't get this, get yourself some copper. Anyway, you know me. You've been following me on this channel. You know I talk with my eyes. And it's like, hint, 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 hint. Get your copper. Wear your copper. So, let me talk about this really quick. So, new calendar that's coming out. As this one starts on the 26th. So this is the galactic calendar. So like I said before, I was following this one, 13 Moon Almanac. I love this one. I'm probably going to keep the back of it because of its outline and information that I can use as an outline. But I'm not really sure if I want to get the book again, just because I need to be able to move through things kind of fast, and I need it to be done for me. So this one has it all signed up. You are timed, and it has all of your different codes and things already lined up for you. And the first picture of the first magnetic moon is of purpose, and it's a beautiful picture. So I love that. And then it's already set up and it's easy to go through. And there are no passengers on the spaceship. On this spaceship Earth, we are all the crew. I love it. So I'm really going to just probably harness in onto this just because things are moving a little bit fast for me right now and trying not to get too stirred up. So energetically. So there's a lot of things going on. I talked about on my Facebook page, there's a energy uptake of swine flu. In China, they're talking about that. Now, I'm looking at this from a point of timeline, because how many times have we had this type of timeline come through? That's how I'm looking at it. And once again, I am choosing to be on a true timeline with Mother Earth, not the false timeline. I'm not going to be on that false frequency energy. I'm moving myself and command myself to be only on the true vibration, timeline, energy, dimensionally, quantum physics wise of Mother Earth, of what she's truly on, not a made up man energetic projection of it. Take that all in. Take that in. So the frequency for the swine flu, and I just talked about that. I'm looking in my frequency book. I love this book because that's what I do is I work with those frequencies. Here we go. So oh, that's a lot. That's weird. Okay, so those numbers are going to be running you. That's a different one. Hold on, you guys. I just said it on my Facebook page, and now I'm going in here. Oh, I must have jumped to a different timeline. Twilight Zone. um, how weird. I guess now I can't find it. That is weird. I went right to it when I was on Facebook. Now I'm looking and it's like I'm on a different thing. But it was under a listing. Here's the one. So you can use 741. I'm looking for another one. That is weird. Weirdest thing in the world. How did that happen? There. Okay, here. It's in a different. I don't understand that. I wasn't looking up in this part. Okay, so 413, and this is for swine virus. So 413, 432, 663, 839, 995. Okay, so they're in a 3-number sequence. So those are the frequency numbers for that. 413, First one, 432 663 839 995. So taking that number and writing it on a glass and then circling it with a Sharpie actually creates that frequency energy of what you would be drinking water-wise with it. So how do I know this? How does that really work? Why should you believe that? Why not? Because it's energy. You're an energy being. Therefore, you can call forth, you can command the energy of these frequencies that are all around us 24/7 and pull it into something and utilize it. You can actually do that if you give yourself permission to do that. But you have to be in that mindset, that belief that you can do that. And that's where I go, because I say, I'm going to put an energy frequency into a body that's going to help them and lock it in there, activate it, and accelerate it. It's in there. I'm doing that. There is no negotiating in my mind that's telling me, oh, I can't go put an 880 into any water and just go drink it and hope for the best that it works. No, I say I'm going to use frequency 880. That's going to be for blah, blah, blah. Or I'm going to use this frequency. Let's look up something. Let's try this. How about this? How about this? Let's do this. Because I know if you are a Scorpio or a Capricorn, what's another one that does it? Those are the main two. Maybe a Leo. Maybe a Leo will do it. You have to see proof in the pudding. So let's try this. I know everybody has this issue. You're human. You have this issue. Let's look it up. See if they even have it. Let's look up. Okay, I'm going to see if you can do one for. Let me give you one for coughing. If you have a cough that's not leaving you alone, let's do this one. 7760. Write that down. 772760. Okay. The next code you can use is, how about 7344? Try those for coughing. Same thing. Put it on a glass. It has to be glass. Don't put it on plastic. It doesn't work. It has to be on glass. Okay, with a Sharpie. Circle it, tap it, activate it. Say activate. Then let the water record that frequency. Pull it in, because water is what? It's a living molecule. It's a being. It reads. It brings memory in. So it's going to hold that frequency of whatever you're taking in. So try that. And then how about this one? Somebody's probably saying, what about weight loss? We have to work on that, because a lot of times our weight issue is associated with something emotional and the high level of stress. So your cortisol levels go sky high, which keeps that on. So you want to work on lowering the cortisol levels, bringing that down, and then getting to the root cause of what's causing you to protect yourself. Why are you protecting yourself? Let's try this one. No, let's do adrenals. Now, if you do adrenal support, don't take this at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock and expect to go lay down at 8 or 9 o'clock to get sleep. Don't do that to yourself. You want to do this in the morning time, when you want those adrenals to have that natural energy rhythm. So let's do this code to work with the adrenals. Now I'm going to take it 2 steps further. Okay. So 2250, 2250. Okay, 2250. So take it to put it in water, write it on the glass. You're going to drink the water. Then you're going to take part of the water, you're going to put it in your hand and take it to your back and put it on your back where your kidneys are, because your, hi kitty, 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 hi kitty. Anyway, fox, no. Then you take the water and put it onto your back where your kidneys are, because your kidneys, the adrenals, sit right on top of the kidneys. So put it there. Then take essential oil of a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 drops of grapefruit. Rub the lower back right here, right, both hands right in that area. Right where you put your hands, that's where your kidneys are. Right there, where you can feel like that last lower rib right there. Okay, rub a little bit there, and now release. Let's see how your energy does for the day, how your energy starts to feel. And if you have a nice glass bottle that you can write your codes on and you drink that throughout the day, that'll help keep your energy up. Why not understand that you can work with frequencies on any dimensional level of your being to help your body? I love working with it. And when I don't have my inhalers, or I got to get my body to stop overacting in energy where it makes me feel like can't get my breath or something. Remember, I said right here is that acupressure point that relaxes the lungs, and is where the 2 clavicles meet and send that divot. So I start saying 7344, 7344, 7344, 7344, 7344, activate and accelerate, activate and accelerate. This is in my books, my Spiral Light book. You can purchase it on my webpage of 7elements.net or my Instagram, Priestess Michaela, MEKALA 333. There's a button there. And how I talk about spiral light and the light codes. And release. And you will feel how your chest will just expand, and it automatically releases. It just takes the pressure off. Try it. Just put your finger right here, find your clavicle, find the 2 points, and just circle. So you're going that clockwise, and stimulate that point. Hold in, find that divot. 7344, 7344, 7344. Activate, accelerate. And you'll feel your chest just like it responds to that frequency. Okay. So try that and see how that works for you. Try that, those codes. All right. So I talked about that. Talked about the light codes, getting ready for the 7-7 energy that's coming up. That's going to turn into that 9 energy, completion of a cycle, an end of a cycle. So expect a lot of energy increasing. We're going like this right now. So some people they're gonna snap. I'm seeing snapping personalities and behaviors. So they're gonna snap. Okay. Be careful where you're going out. Be aware of your surroundings, because I'm telling you, some people, when they get set off, it's like a volcano. They erupt. They're losing their minds when they erupt. So just know where you are. Pay attention. If you see a situation getting ready to get out of hand, step out of there, because you just don't know if this person mindset is going to be in a killing mindset. like flip the switch and start shooting up people. You just don't know. So you have to just be aware to be safe and be aware of your surroundings. And just be aware, be safe. Pay attention when your guides tell you don't go to Walmart right now. Wait, pay attention to that because you just never know. Or don't go down this street. Wait, there's a reason. Okay, so I came on to want to share that with you, do some teaching of frequency, talk about the copper, if you can get your hands on that type of copper wand, the solidness of it, and utilize that for your healing work. So I hope this gives you some inspiration about your healing, how to really move into that healing, how to heal the body. Healing, when we talk about healing, you have to be willing to let go of everything that is a low vibration to heal yourself. You have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to let go of the past. You have to be willing to forgive. You have to be willing to speak your truth on something that you didn't give yourself permission to speak on. You have to be willing to revisit some old wounds so that you can move out of that space and let go of that. Because a lot of illnesses are tied to things that's happened to us that's been traumatic, that's been something that's brought us pain, that's hurt us. So you want to make sure that you do release that, you forgive that. And I talk a lot about that part of us where we are talking about forgiveness, talking about how do we heal our bodies and move past things. You have to be willing to forgive. You have to be willing to understand that you might not get that apology from somebody. A lot of people do not understand the power of apology. And I'm going to share this, and then I'm going to let you go because I got to make my call and check in on Gail, who's healing. But here's a very powerful thing. And this is something that you have to be willing to do. You have to be willing to know when you are in a healing crisis, you're moving through your body and going through a healing crisis. You have to be willing to say, okay, I need to talk to my son or daughter or my husband or my ex-husband or my wife or my ex-wife or my friend or my ex-friend or that job or ex-job or whatever about something, how I've been feeling, and I need to get it off my chest, or I need to take responsibility for something emotionally that I did to somebody that I need to clean up or make better with someone. A lot of people carry around that hurt and they are waiting for that apology. If someone could just take that moment when you have hurt that person intentionally doing something that hurt them immensely. And here's the thing. There are people out there, they knowingly know they did something hurting somebody. And then when the person just up and just said, I'm done, and they left the situation, you are going to sit back and act like you don't know what caused that person to leave. Really? Think about it. That person more than ever right now needs that apology, because that person is always going to hold that thought of, wow, I did this, and something like this happens, and now this I had to get out of that situation or leave that person, and now there needs to be an apology. And when you apologize, that energy is saying you took accountability for that energy. Now the universe is going to move that energy down so everybody gets a healing on the same. It's healing for you and it's healing for that other person. But some people don't listen. Some people don't care about the apology. They don't want to step forward and do the apology. And then there's some people that don't want to accept the apology. So something has to give so the healing takes place. That's the bottom line. Something has to give so the healing can take place. And when you are in that healing place and you realize now it's a review of your life, you need to talk to your son or daughter or husband or whatever about something that happened and you never took the time to clean that up with them. We call it cleaning it up on our walking path of healers. Go clean it up with that person. Clean it up. So when you're cleaning something up with someone, that means you're taking responsibility for that energy and you're going to clean it up and make it better. And so that you have your heart clear and this person is healing now. What would happen if we all did a great big apology to each other? That's where Ho'oponopono comes in. Probably said it too fast, too long. Ho'oponopono. The Hawaiian prayer, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just imagine saying that, visualizing the person that you're saying that to. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's very powerful to do. And it's a very healing thing to do. Right now, more than ever, we need to breathe deeper. We need to be more connected to our higher self. We need to be able to be in our inspirational guide form, in our passions, living our life from passion. Stop doing things that are draining you to death and making you ill, making you question what you're doing. But we need to be in that space. You need to be in that space of creation and healing. Well, what would it be like if everybody apologized? What would it be like if people who did wrong put in jail for the wrong crime or put in jail for the wrong thing and they never did it? How powerful would that have been to get an apology, to be free to get an apology, to help heal that wound? How good would it be if someone had an affair on you to honestly get an apology, heart to heart, and say, I am so sorry, or I apologize for the energy of what I did to you and how it made you feel. How would it be? That job rips you down and you end up in a hospital sick or something. And instead of the CEO paying attention, why did this person end up in a hospital with a heart attack from trying to do the job? What would it have been like, instead of sending flowers, what would it have been like you walk your butt into the room with the flowers and look the person dead in the eyes and say, I apologize for whatever stress energy in your position that caused this to happen. How powerful and healing would that be? How powerful would that be? What would it take for us to think like that? In that higher awakening state, to actually not be afraid to say an apology. What would it take to rise to that? Because as you do that, you're healing. You're healing. What would it take? Here's one, and I got to go there. For an officer who took the life of someone in a fit of anger, or whatever caused that life to be taken, what would it be like if that officer apologized to that family for that energy? It won't bring the person back, but how energetically would that be? Energetically, it has been done on some cases where they apologize, but the others don't apologize because they had an intent. Okay, but what would it be like? I'm just saying, if everybody stepped up and owned their part and cleaned it up, what would it be like? We get glimpses of it, but it's not enough to just have a couple of glimpses here and there. What if it was a massive, happen in one day, the great apology? Ooh, got goosebumps on that one. One day, instead of going into silence, meditation, and all that, one day, everybody at the same time around the world apologizes. Just say, I apologize to you for whatever I did to you. I apologize. And then sit for 1 minute after it circulates, and then everybody comes back and says, I accept your apology for the healing. I am healing now. And everybody says, I accept your apology. What would it be like? One day, same time, all around the world, everybody says at the same time, I apologize. And then we can take it one step further. How would this feel? How about this? We take it one step further and say, please forgive me for the harm I have caused you physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And then you wait a minute, and then everyone comes back and says, I accept and I do forgive you for what you have done to me. What would that be like if one day we had a day that was called the Human Healing Day? You know, Earth Day, maybe put it in on Earth Day. What do you think would happen to Mother Earth with all that energy? We take it that step. We do the whole thing one day, apologize for the wrong I did to you, then send out the forgiveness on that same day. We all do the forgiveness, and then to wrap it all up, turn around and say, I love you. I send you love. Now, I know what I felt when I did the breath work with that past Sunday workshop, the breath work, with Carlston. And that was so phenomenal because it was 3,100 people in the Zoom, and we were all participating in this breath work. And to feel the connection of breath, breathing, you know, my breath was joined with somebody else's breath somewhere in this world. I was connected with somebody else breathing, you know, on a conscious level. Doing this workshop was just phenomenal, you know, to feel that, to actually feel that connection. What would that be like if we all just did that? How many children would be healed? How many people that sat in silence would be healed? How many people that sit with something so heavy on their heart would have a healing? How powerful would that have been? How powerful would that be? Can you imagine that one day that we did that at the same time? Same time. How powerful would that be? All different languages, all different cultures around the world. We all did it at the same time. Do you know how massive this earth would just hit that peak? That ascension vibrational energy would be sky high. What would that be like? And it continues, doesn't it? So I guess I left you with something to think about. I'd love to see somebody put that together, organize that. You're probably saying, why don't you put it together? Oh, I gotta get moved. I can do it in little pieces, but it doesn't work if we all don't come together as a tribe to do it. I like to do things together. We can do it together. What would it be like? Makes you think, huh? And on that note, I'm going to wish you a good day. Thanks for being here at Be So Light. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I am now on to work and busy stuff and everything else. All right. Be good to yourself. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me here on this show today. I think it's a triggering for a lot of things to come. So 7/7, pay attention to that and the eclipse this weekend. All right, much love to all of you. Be good to yourselves. Bye.